Getting ready for that baseball career. Teaching the bat flip.
Love it.
You
I
teach them the
love it.
bat
Getting
flip because the bat
saucy out
flip's
here.
very important.
I haven't taught him the bat flip yet. I think that's a little dangerous. I just told him put it down after you hit the ball.
That's fair.
I'm not trying to create a monster.
Okay.
You gotta tell him to put it down and then jump over like he jumped in the broom.
That'd be a crazy celebration. Get the home run, put it behind that plate so you can run past it, cover from third, and then jump over.
Yep.
They were like, what the fuck, man?
That's why they try to keep us away from baseball. We're too innovative.
I would have so many drawn celebrations. They'd be so fucking mad at me.
You get hit. They would throw. Exactly. That's how they
I
solve
was
that.
going to go play baseball over in Korea because their league is lit. Like, that shit is an event. They got fireworks and LEDs and all types of shit. Cheerleaders.
You know, like, if I bat flipped, I would stop, stare at the pitcher first, and hold the bat like out.
Mhm.
And when they make eye contact, then flip it.
Yeah, you're definitely getting hit with a baseball.
Yo, I'll be such an asshole. If I make the MLB, look, I could never be a professional athlete. God knew it. One, because I'm not athletic enough. But the other part is, what's it called? Like, I would be such a fucking asshole.
You'd be Kenny Powers.
I would never fucking chill. It was like, oh my gosh, every time. This fucking asshole.
Good morning once, good morning twice. Good morning enough times to get things right. Welcome to World Breaker Session episode 27. Last session, the group finished their adventures with one Harry Dresden, whom they murdered, though they had to stop the recent Fey incursions into Escalation's undermines. Upon completion, they were greeted by Rescue Inc. and one Thomas Wraith, who later identified himself as Harry Dresden's brother. Through one of Rescue Inc.'s party members, they were able to revive Harry Dresden and explain to the group that he is an idiot, and while Harry thought his death had to happen, there was a way to bring him back and have all the necessary effects go through, which is simply waiting a little bit before reviving him. There were a few conversations had with Rescue Inc. and Thomas before the group departed on friendly enough terms. Dresden did tell the group they should look him up should they ever find themselves in the bottom disc of Craghammer, and that he be in the book under Archwizard or Archmage. The group had some memories returned, as it seemed Dresden's death had multiple effects, one being the dispelling of any modified memory spells. Those memories varied as the group was able to pick what they'd like to now remember, and they all seemed to be very key things to everyone's story, which is cool. But the group made their way out of this pocket dimension before it collapsed and they were trapped. They made their way back through the undermined dungeon, doing some excavating on the way, taking a very large magic enhancing crystal, as well as some pure gold sculpture. They were able to fit the very large crystal into Jerry's haversack, which is now full from that. And they carried the rest of the items out. Made their way back to the Underbaron, got their payment, went to Tight Squeeze Bar and got cashed out for the bet they placed on all of them coming back alive. They also realized there that a lot of people were suffering from having their memories returned, and there's a lot of murmuring about Faust, which most of you know is the second largest elven nation. Though a lot of details weren't glimmered from that. The group did make their way back up to their abode in the upper city of Escalation, and that is where we left off. Any questions, comments, concerns, or reminders before we get started?
Billy would have smoked with somebody. Just put that out there.
All right, fair enough.
Are we on? What is our current course now?
None. You guys have finished out your last assigned mission that you found out. You're heading back home to take a long rest to recover from that very long, multiple stages of fights.
Did you say that we had a recon going over the stuff we got with the guy?
So I'm going to actually skip that since he was actually very distracted by his memory coming back. So you guys will be able to keep all the things that you found. But we are going to pick up the next day. So the day before, you guys will get home. You guys will smoke with Philly for those of you who want to.
Who wants to smoke with me? Who wants to smoke with me?
Yeah, slide back.
I don't know if I can. I don't have lips.
What?
That's not.
I don't know if I can. I don't have lips.
I don't know how important that is.
Just inhale.
You have lungs. I feel like.
I do know some races that take it through their nostrils.
Yeah, actually. Very Cheshire Cat.
I can shotgun it for you, bro. No diddy.
Nope, we're not doing that.
Diddy.
We're not doing that.
Hmm?
No, sir. Keep current events out of here. Last note, when you all made it back to your abode, you noticed a lot of people in the bar area staring pretty angrily at the Faustian Guild. But that was the...
I want to find Topher and figure out what's been going on since we've been gone.
Okay, we're going to jump to the morning. I don't want to get stuck on this last hour of the previous day.
Right.
You guys were pretty beat up anyway, so we'll say you got
There's
the
a
long
Topher?
rest.
Yeah.
We've been through this.
We definitely have.
The little
I
kid
might have been
who
dead.
self-employed himself.
Oh, that was Topher. Okay.
Yes. But you all take a long rest, and in the morning eventually gather. And now, what would you all like to do?
Find Topher and figure out what's been going on. How long we've been gone.
Okay. You've only been gone. You know you've only been gone for like a day. Well, not even that. There wasn't any time funniness.
Pheno would like to.
job.
Pheno would like to take the. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're speaking. Manny, go ahead.
Oh no! So I was just making a comment.
Pheno's going to take the gold that they found, like that lattice work.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to try to set it up like the lattice work in his office, like behind his chair.
I don't think you have your own personal office in here. You have your own room.
Oh, we don't have that?
You have your own room, and there's like a group office, but there's not like a personal your
Okay,
office.
so then, yeah, I want to set it up in like the group's office.
Okay.
And either in the middle of the floor, or if everybody's kind of like, depending on where the desk is, like on the back wall. Like when people come in, that's the first thing they see.
I mean, it's the fanciest thing we've got.
This is very true.
Passed it.
No, that was a different one.
Oh.
I'll find it. You guys keep talking. So you put that up. You do find Topher. He does say though. Hey everybody, see you're back. What did you people have been acting a little weird recent. Like the last hour of yesterday and then all of today. Apparently they're remembering some things they're not too happy about.
Yeah, some memories have come back.
Do you know why? Because like people are really not. Say again.
Why mad?
Sorry, I acted like it was strange too, and said, "Oh yes, the same thing happened to us."
Yeah, people are really.
Why mad?
They're really mad. I don't know, for some reason they're not really happy with the Eclipse Guild. I think that was their name. What did I name these people?
You think the Eclipse were the elves on the run?
Yeah, they're not really happy with the Eclipse Guild, and the Eclipse Guild has a bunch of soldiers outside of it now. It's really weird.
Oh, they must have done something. Maybe it's just up to them. Maybe they restored the memories. Or maybe they wipe memories.
Well, I don't know if any of you guys can wipe memories, but right now there's a real want for that. So if you guys could do it, you can make some quick money.
If you want to forget again.
Yeah.
Well, I do believe that our friend Sabet can hit people in the head really hard. That should make them forget some things.
I don't know what you guys have planned for today, but we did get a message. Someone over at Last Legends wants to see you guys, if that's okay. I don't know if it's okay, but he wants to see you.
What is his name?
Real curious.
Sure.
He said you guys were friends.
We are acquainted. We know.
But besides that, I heard you guys saved downstairs. That's really cool. People are talking about it.
We do cool things like that. And forgive me, my microphone was on mute. I also think that can help people forget their memory, if you're interested.
Oh, can you really? Or are you just saying that?
Well, it forgets their pain.
Like temporarily or like forever?
Oh, temporarily.
Oh, no one wants to. That's what the bar's for.
Okay. Had the offer.
Okay. Well, I'll tell Real Curious's people that you'll talk to them at some point today, maybe. Or should I not do that? Or I don't know how to do this job very well yet.
Have them swing by.
Oh, you want him to come here?
No, we're certainly not going over there.
Oh, I get it. Power move. Okay, I'll let him know.
No, yesterday was just very hard and long, and I'm not going anywhere today.
No, I get it. They gotta come see you guys. I'll make sure I tell everyone that from now on. The UGOAI doesn't come to them, you come to the UGOAI. I like working here. And he kind of just leaves. Alright, so you have a meeting with Valkyris on the books.
Now, quick question. Do we all have memory of Valkyris?
Sure.
Or relations with him?
I mean, he's the one that hired you guys and did the whole stuff in the wall and talked to you guys outside.
Oh, got you. All right.
Yeah,
got you.
All right. Well.
If there's nothing pressing for you all to do, we can expedite that meeting.
I do want to just say to the group that while I was smoking and that I made sure to let them know about the vision that I saw.
Oh, well, actually, no one shared their visions. So, what would you like to say?
I think I informed everyone about what I care about and my desire to bring unity to nature and living beings. The reason is because I was warned of some type of big disaster that's on its way, where the world will practically end. While we were in the dungeon, I saw the most lucid dream, the most lucid imagery ever of how it would happen. Brian, recall my memory? There was a crying dwarf.
You found yourself underneath, or the lowest possible level of Crackhammer. There was blood everywhere being drawn to this dwarf's very large warhammer. And as the dwarf took that empowered warhammer and struck a pillar, it essentially triggered a chain reaction of destroying all of the walls and shattering and sundering the world as you know it, to put it quickly.
Thank you.
You said they destroyed a pillar within a wall?
Whatever space he was with this dwarf, he took this blood-infused warhammer and struck a pillar that was in front of him. And striking that pillar seemed to trigger this mass destruction.
So we don't know if he was in the wall or where he was. He just was somewhere.
Underneath Craghammer somewhere. Because his vision kind of pulled up from it.
Can I roll history to see if I've heard of any, like, pillars beneath Craghammer or anything?
What about angry dwarfs?
What about angry dwarfs?
Considering who dwarfs are based on, that's kind of...
No. No.
Philly, you can roll too as well to see if you recognize any of the things you saw.
Yeah, let me do that. I roll what?
History.
Why is my history so trash?
Actually, with this,
I'm so close to an extra 20.
Would this have anything to do with, like, stonework or anything? Like, could I apply stone cutting to this or no?
No, I would say not.
Okay.
15. You haven't spent much time in the what would essentially be the inner city of Crackhammer. You're more of a outside hill dwarf. You are aware it goes pretty deep underground outside of the mountain itself, but you've never really gone that far down. It did not feel like any place you have been yourself, or even the very vague architecture you could see in this limited vision didn't rank to anything you've seen before.
Thank you. That's all. I just wanted to alert everybody. I don't know if what Michelle Rowe got her.
4 total.
4? No, nothing.
4?
She rolled a 4. No, none of that makes any sense to you at all. Well, there is a knock at your door while you all are speaking.
Where is Toad?
Topher, you are aware, went out to alert the last Legends group that they have to come to you. Topher currently is not at the front door.
Alright, as far back goes the door and opens it.
Wait. Wait. You know, he grabs a piece of paper, like the biggest piece of paper he could find, and like the quickest writing utensil, and writes "Welcome Last Legends" on it, and it, like takes it to the wall.
Oh my god!
We are good.
No, you do not need to do that. It could be not done.
Oh, that's amazing.
All right.
Okay, so you taped that to the wall.
Catcher is like standing back in the other room, but keeping an eyesight on the door.
Okay.
Be hilarious. It's not done.
So it actually isn't.
And Peter grabs off the wall real quick. He sees the people. He just grabs it off.
So as the door is opened, where's this guy at? You see Sabeth at the front door, the representative of the leader of the city. Okay, hold on, let me...
The one who was like who was like the secretary of like the assistant to the secretary.
Yes, the man of many titles.
Yeah.
He's a hard worker.
This 21 or 27, you said. Sorry.
The peons here.
This is session 27.
He's the one who referred us to the Undercity too.
He is. Indirectly so.
Right. With a wink.
Wink and
So as the door opens, you see Beth looking a little disheveled. He says, "Oh, hello. I see you all have returned, and you all are looking quite well. May I come in, please?"
Yes,
To the main room.
Okay. And your house is fully furnished. I just haven't put furniture in it yet.
You got
That's how you're looking stupid.
Yeah.
The two cousins are the ones that respond.
So he comes in. He does take a moment looking at. Sorry, I got distracted by the eagles being in the ring for a reason. Takes a moment to look at the golden sculpture. Seems to draw his attention for a moment. Looks back at you all and says, "I see you are spending your money wisely."
Oh yeah, you gotta class it up in here.
Certainly.
Insight to see if he like recognized it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, not bad. 22.
No, it is not. The actual structure is not familiar to him, but you can tell he ran a quick calculation in his head of what that probably should cost.
Got it.
He says, "As you know, I am lead assistant to the head coordinator of the senior secretary of the 3rd Lieutenant Governor of Escalation, and as such, it falls to me to know the things that are happening in the city. I do hear you've made yourselves known and useful to the Undercity. That is, of course, your right to do, as the Undercity is surely a part of Escalation as well. Are you still working independently?" Very hard to hear you, Michelle.
I said, well, our answer to you has not changed. Why do you ask?
Well, I just need to know if I'm congratulating you or a larger guild.
We are independent. Yeah.
That is very good to hear. Good work, all of you. As I mentioned, the Undercity is singing a bit of your praises. As you turned back a Fey incursion. Red caps, if I heard correctly.
Among others, yes.
Very impressive. And you've put a stop to the incursions, I hear.
Yes, yes. Why are you telling us things that we know since we did them? Clearly you did not come all this way to recount our own adventures to us.
Oh, I merely mean to confirm things. Because I hear things, but things are rumors until confirmed. That's how things become facts. And surely you wouldn't mind a bit of my just establishing some facts.
Let's cut to the chase.
All right. I was, of course, trying to get some information. Are you responsible for the memory thing that's happened?
Responsible? No.
No, we seem to have been afflicted the same as everyone else.
I see. About when did you solve the Fae problem?
Well, that was before that.
How do you know?
Because we were there, and we were also afflicted.
Oh! What happened before you were afflicted? Please, I'm so fascinated with the story. I never fought the Fae before.
I don't know that I'm interested in.
I don't think... Your questions are very confusing. What happened before we all received our memories? Our entire lives happened. As far as you know, we spoke to you the other day. We took a job. We completed the job.
Please.
In that time span, memories returned.
I believe you asked me to speak straightly. I'm trying to do so with you. You do know what I'm asking. I'm not asking you if you did this on purpose. I'm trying to simply see if you know some causation.
Yes, you asked us if we were responsible. We told you no, and then you immediately proceeded with a line of questioning, insinuating that we were lying, and you needed to dig further to uncover the truth.
Precisely.
Oh, so you are keeping up. Okay, good. That makes this easier. I don't think.
So I say this once more, please. Get to your point or get out.
Yes,
what is it that you need?
Do you know how this happened, whether purposely or accidentally? Do you know the trigger? How this came about? Because currently it's causing some friction in our city.
It would seem, at least to myself, I don't know if my colleagues agree, but I believe the Fae were responsible for more than just sending a few red caps our way.
I would agree.
I'm afraid that's not substantiated by facts. Many people are having memories returned from decades ago. People who never met the Fae. People who know, in fact, who took their memory. Completely unrelated to Fae.
This is happening to people in the upper city, too.
Oh, yes.
No.
But all of these memories were taken magically, yes?
Yes. And you, Catch, what were you going to say?
Can also be undone through magical means. And the Fae specialize in everything magical.
Well, along the lines of it didn't have to be. It was not a one-on-one interaction. The Fae affected a realm. That's what it seemed happened.
I see.
No, we'd like more information, and we could, I'm sure, be hired to go and find such things.
Well, it's not overly important now. It can't be undone. Simply just trying to see if we can find somewhere to point the blame. It seems we can blame the Fae. That is helpful for many reasons. Thank you so much.
I want to roll insight, but I think you generally just trying to find somewhere to put the blame on this.
Right. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm not taking that shit.
You're welcome to roll.
Here goes our group, blaming the Fae again.
Yeah, right. Actually.
Fae insensitive.
Well, he will. What's up?
Above the table, it was when he died, right? Correct.
Yes, when Dresden died in the release of magic from his death.
Yeah.
That'd have been easier to just say.
Yeah, except we killed him, which makes us directly responsible if we did that.
So he gets up from his seat and he says, I do thank you for your time. And the leader of our fair town, Roland, would like to make your acquaintance sometime this week if you have availability. I'm sure you do. I'll be in touch.
Listen, don't be rude in our case, please. Thank you.
I wasn't being rude. I'm simply. Everyone makes time for Roland, so it's usually that's how that sentence goes.
I think that's just his default setting. He's a politician.
Yes, I am, but I'm your politician. I'm on your side.
Yeah. It don't make me sick.
And he turns and heads out.
What is that? Who is that?
That's Topher.
Topher.
Oh, I thought he wasn't here. Okay.
No, he wasn't. He's coming back as Sabeth was leaving.
Pino puts it back on Topher. From now on, you let us know who was coming in before you let them in. This is a huge embarrassment to our guild.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I left to do the. You know what? I'll figure out a better system for delivering messages. That way, I'm always at the front door, so I don't embarrass us again. I'm sorry. And he kind of holds his head down.
But you did not. But actually, a better system would be helpful.
So I did embarrass you? Oh goodness. I messed up.
No, you did not. I just said you didn't I just say that?
He runs out the room.
Didn't I just say that?
You didn't, but that system's kind of fucked up, bro.
I could have sworn I said you didn't embarrass us. I thought that was the first thing I said.
I'm going embarrassed, but
while we're on embarrassing, can we get a name change for him?
Oh please.
He works for you. You're welcome to change his name if you'd like to be that person.
No.
He kind of like opens the door and creaks it back open. I could get real curious whenever you guys want. He'll be available all day.
No. You guys have any objections? Okay. You do it now.
Okay, I'll go.
Have we rested since we've been back?
Yeah, long rest. Full long rest.
Okay. It's the next day, yeah.
Yes, it's the next morning. Yeah. So, he will head to the front room, and you just hear, "Hey, Jimmy! Tell Real Curious he can come over. I can't leave anymore. They got mad."
Oh God. Oh no.
You hear faintly, "Okay, I'll tell them, but I thought your bosses were cool. What happened?" "I don't know, some asshole came in here when I left. He made me look bad."
Oh my God.
Yes, I love it.
They weren't cool about that? I mean, one of them was, but the other one wasn't. So, I gotta play the middle.
I look at cats and I say, see, you have to be hard on them. This is how they look.
No, now people think we're assholes. Thank you.
You have to be hard on these. Work hard and play hard.
About 5 minutes passes before he opens the door again and says, okay, so he's outside. You want me to send him in now, or like make him wait in the waiting room, or what do you guys want to do?
Let's just talk to
him. Just let him in. I think he's earning at least that much.
Oh, okay. And Rail Curious will come in.
Guns blazing.
Right.
I only made 1 minute. Yeah, guns. What's up, everybody? But he will come in. He'll close the doors behind himself. Well, look at that gold. Good hunting in the Undercity, I see.
Insight.
Go ahead and roll as he walks over to it and kind of knocks on it to see if it's real.
15.
What was it?
15.
He seems generally interested that you've added this golden work. And just seems to be making some small talk. Where'd you get this from? He kind of lifts it up. Hey, this is kind of heavy too. Puts it back down.
Why are you here?
Oh, well, just to catch up. A few things happened yesterday. Firstly, I was looking into those keys, Slyrak.
Oh.
Nice.
Turns out they're magic, which is pretty cool. I may be returning some of them to you, as it feels like you found them. While they would be useful to me and my groups, it does feel like they should belong maybe to you.
So they do serve a purpose outside of the wall.
Surprisingly so. I'm not sure if they were designed that way or they simply have some weird interactions now that they're out into the real world. But we're still running a few more tests just to make sure everything is safe. But it seems like they may unlock some kind of shared space.
What shared space?
Well, I don't know where it is yet. It doesn't seem dangerous yet, but we're doing sending a team in there just to make sure there's nothing gonna kill anyone in there.
Where is it?
Send a team in?
A team, not you guys. It's so
you don't know where it is.
Well, no. Let me read. Okay, I didn't explain it well. So the keys can create and open a door, and if you walk through that door, you end up somewhere else.
Ah.
Yeah. It seems to be a structure of sorts. There doesn't seem to be an outside to it. So we're just trying to, kick the tires on it, as it were, first.
Uh-huh. And when will you be doing this?
Currently, we got a group in there just, checking all the rooms, making sure there's not a lich or something silly in there. And then
Insight check.
Go ahead and roll insight.
I want to roll insight.
Insight's away. Here I thought he sounded all trustworthy. 26.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That wasn't even a 20. Jeez.
Damn.
That's impressive.
Yeah, 26 on 18. Okay. Well, Fino, he seems to be being mostly honest here. 6 for Philly. It seems like he's being mostly honest here. It does, from what you can gather, these keys do have some other effect outside in the real world here. You think he's telling the truth about everything concerning it's creating some other space. They don't know exactly where it leads to yet. But you get the impression the team that was sent in, while it may also be checking for danger, is probably just checking for like valuables.
Treasure. Exactly.
Yeah.
You are lying to us, and you are trying to take whatever is valuable in there for yourselves.
Well, no, I'm not lying to you. We do want to check for dangers, but I paid for the keys, so anything valuable in there is myself's. But I am going to, like I said, I'm going to give them back. I do think it'd be very useful to you and your group. While you do have this very nice headquarters, you're not always going to be here, so you may just need somewhere that travels with you. I think it'd be very helpful to you and yours.
Yes, we will take them back.
It's very generous of you.
I know it is. And I like to be known as a very generous person. That being said,
exactly.
I do. Whoa! Don't. Come on! You don't have to do that.
I don't say that in character.
Oh.
Sorry.
That being said, I was planning to keep one of the keys myself, because I think it'd be a great place for us to meet and talk. As we have some privileged information amongst ourselves.
And so all 5 keys lead to the same place.
Yes, they all. Yeah, that's a very important thing. All to the same place. All to like a foyer in that place, to be exact. So it's different doors, but all the same room.
Is there any indication that there are more keys out there than the ones that you currently have?
Well, no. I mean, he took them off the wall. That's all there is.
Well, I think, are there more doors, or are there only 5 doors in the foyer?
I've never taken the keys out the doors when I was inside of it, so I'm not sure. There's a working theory that if you take the key out, the door disappear. I got a team that's part of the list of things for them to try, so if they get stuck, whoopsie. But I think it'll be okay.
So, saying, if we leave the key in the door, someone can follow us in.
Well, no. So, key, summon door, right? Put key in, turn door, open door. Go inside, close door. The key magically now appears inside the door. So, the key in the door handle is always on the side you're on. So, once you close the door, it disappears from the place you opened it originally.
What did you do to summon the door?
Oh, my team figured it out. I didn't know how it worked at first, but essentially, if you know that's what it does, you can kind of focus on it, and you just say a certain word you've assigned to the key. So it's took some imagination to do, and that's why you gotta have whole schools of people studying this kind of stuff, because they have the imagination, the kids. I don't mean real kids, like we don't do like kids, like adult kids, like college people. So yeah, once we've make sure there's no dangers in there and no treasures, we'll give you guys the keys. So congratulations, you'll be the future owners of some extra dimensional space.
No, thank you.
You are welcome, because I am gracious. But on a more serious note, I don't know if you've noticed, but Eclipse seems to have made an oopsie, and everyone hates them now.
What have they done?
They're from Faust.
What did Faust do exactly?
Well, funny thing, apparently the previous Queen of Faust, a long time ago, took a bunch of people's memories. And so like, a lot of the old people right now are really upset. And it's funny because like elves and dwarves and most species besides like city humans, they live a long time. So they're not really old. They're just long lived and they're pissed off. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Like just like erasing like simple facts, semi-important facts. Apparently they killed a bunch of people. It's weird. But that's not super.
Find no pattern to it, huh?
Say that again.
So no pattern to it so far.
To the memory wipes.
Yes.
Oh no, there's definitely a pattern. It's a clear suppression of information. You see, it's very obvious to me and mine that Faustian interests align with erasing a significant amount of history, making the illusion that history started at a certain point a few thousand years after it really did, erasing verbal history, written history, wiping out a few bard colleges that specialize in spreading history. It was just very fucked up, shocking all tactics. Really masterfully done. Most of the world kind of hates him right now. You may get recruited to maybe do some things, just so you know where it's coming from. It's because everyone hates one nation right now. But
question.
Yes.
So are you telling me the history of the world is changing?
Wait, hold on. He had a question first. Fino.
When did history start?
Oh, I'm not that old. I don't know. I'm sure some of the old people
remember it.
You know, I gotta be honest with you. It's not that interesting to me.
Right, right. Clearly, have some kind of past.
How old do you think I am? I'm not that old. I mean, it started before I was born, is what I know.
Pure Jack, who? Where are your parents? Are they still here?
That's a very insensitive question.
Your parents? To ask about someone's parents.
How many giants have you seen around, sir?
Oh,
you are the only one.
No, I'm not the only giant.
Did I see?
Oh, so yeah, let's just assume my parents are dead, and that was insensitive.
Well, I apologize. You're not the only giant.
It's okay. They don't worry about where they are, okay? But nice try, okay? They're fine. I did not ask them when history started, all right? But, you know, we already knew, so this isn't a shock to us. But, anyways, you may be getting some new business because no one wants to work with Eclipse right now. I wouldn't take any jobs from Eclipse. They may try to rope you in. You guys got all the goodwill on your side right now. But more importantly, hold on one second. And he takes an object out of his pocket and kind of puts it on the ground between you guys. Turns the top of it 3 times. Thinks for a second, it turns it the 4th time. And there's just a whoop, 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 as a modified cone of silence a spirit of silence appears around you all. This little doohickey is a reverse area of silence. We can hear each other, but no one outside of us can hear us. It's very cool.
Very cool.
Yes, I remember it being you inside the wall.
Say again?
I remember something like this being used inside the walls.
Yeah, you know, I reported back about that, and they were able to figure it out. Reverse engineering and such. We got some very smart people up where I'm from.
Yeah, yes you do.
Yes, we do. So, I do this to have a private conversation with you all, and one more thing. And he takes out another, like a little attachment and kind of clips it on to the top of this device. And you see the dome kind of shimmer and become more of a purplish color. And he looks around and says, you know, what this does is it makes the dome also have the properties of seeing invisibility. So you can look through it and see if like anything's scrying on you. It's very, very ingenious. Okay, we're good. So,
looking around.
my job, I represent the Last Legends, as you know. But I also have a couple other endeavors, and one of them has recently changed and activated to a different level of activity, so to say. How do I put this? My boss disappeared yesterday, and it's not good because we had a contingency in case he disappeared, and there's a couple of things we're supposed to do that I'm not really jazzed about. So I would like you all to maybe check some things out for me before I do some things.
Who is your boss?
Who is my boss? I don't think I can tell you that right now. He's a very important person. He has a lot of power, and his disappearance will be noticed eventually. Any other questions that I can maybe actually answer? I can't tell you who he is.
If we help you save him, then we get to meet him. How about that?
Oh no! I don't need to save. Oh wait. Maybe you could save him.
No.
Wait. That was a great idea. Maybe you could save him. I didn't even think of that.
What was your first ask?
Well, I don't think that's insignificant now. I mean, I was just looking for information.
I'll leave the first time.
But information about a person, but we don't know the person?
Well, no, not information about him. Information about what happened to him. So
about when did he disappear?
Yesterday.
Yesterday when?
Afternoon. Best I can tell, right around the time the whole memory thing happened.
Interesting.
Oh no!
You just see it? it?
Oh no!
Exactly.
Hey, lock into the table. Lock into the table.
Lock in.
Wait. Okay. Wait. Give me a second.
Lock in.
What were the contingencies that we need to try to avoid?
Well, I feel like we're friends. You know, we're locked into this whole rising city apocalypse thing. You know, we're all part of that now. So, you know, I feel like we all have a greater responsibility to the world or whatever, you know? So, unofficially, should he disappear, I'm maybe supposed to start a conflict or two. They serve a greater important purpose, but, you know, it was fun to talk about it, but now that I gotta actually do it, you know,
What level of conflict? Like nation?
I mean, no large nation, you know?
But nation, okay. And what happens if you do not?
I mean, he's not here, so, you know, nothing at the moment. And then she knows some overly complicated scheme anyway, so it's just like one peg to knock over before other things fall. So I got some time before it has to happen, and it's kind of just like to stabilize some areas so they don't realize he's gone, type of thing.
Are you asking for help with this?
Well, I wanted to see, how stable these areas actually are. Well, the whole memory thing kind of shook the board a bit, so that kind of makes it maybe not as pressing. What I need to find out is, how focused are people right now? Like, escalation is a very good mixing pot of the world, surprisingly. So, like, the guilds are a very good example. The noble houses, if you could somehow get to Roland, he's very plugged in. And the Underbaron knows a ton of people. But, like, is the world gone to shit? Or are they, like, hyper-focused on Faust? Or, like, I don't want to blow shit up. I don't gotta blow shit up. That's just where I'm coming from here.
Say that again. You don't want to blow shit up?
If I don't have to.
I don't know if maybe this is a dumb question, but have you asked yourself, maybe, did your boss remember some shit and now he's out on a vendetta? Like, where's he from?
Well, no, it didn't seem like it seemed like he was forcibly removed from our plane of existence.
Oh,
yeah. Wait, forcibly? Why do you say that?
Probably like he yelled. It seemed painful.
I
don't know if. Oh yeah, we were talking. We had a conversation. Me, him, and some other important people, and he just.
Kind of seems like he buried the lead with this one here.
So he vanished all by himself. No one came in. There was no shadowy figures. He wasn't dragged off. He just screamed and poofed.
Did a portal open?
Well, not so much a portal, but like a tear. And not so much screamed and poof, but like pulled towards it, kind of like you ever like put two bags of holding into each other to see what would happen?
No.
I've been warned against
doing? Seems like some kind of folly.
Just yesterday.
Well, let me tell you, don't do it.
Just did it.
Well, you'd know, because it would create a little rift that sucks everything into it and poof it to another dimension.
Ooh, nope, didn't do that.
No, I don't think it did. So that it was kind of like that, but it was a small tear, and he was the only one pulled, and like he's like super fucking strong, but like he couldn't like keep himself here.
Almost like a singularity.
Kind of like a singularity. Yeah, that's a good example.
So, what are these places that you are supposed to destabilize?
Oh, well, one is just this little town down the hill from us. One may or may not be parts of Craghammer. And, as always, well, Faust is already a shit show, so that's fine. We don't gotta do anything there. But, like little places, not the whole nation, just like little parts of them,
You say little places. Faust is not a little place.
No, it wouldn't be like, no, I mean, Faust is off the list because I think they have their own problems right now. So that may have solved itself with the whole memory thing.
And which is this little planet? I mean, which is this little town south of us?
No, south of where I'm from, not south from this moment right now.
Where are you from, and what is the name of this town?
Have I told you where I'm from yet? No, I probably shouldn't then. I would need your help with Craghammer, is what I really wanted you guys to kind of put eyes on.
Wait, has anyone tried to sending or messaging or anything to him? Just curious.
To my boss?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
found someone to scry anything.
Give me 1 second.
All of these resources. He
walks outside of the radius of the spell, and you just see him take out a stone, just talking on it.
I look at Casper.
I don't know whether to be proud that he came to us or concerned that they did nothing before doing so.
I think that'd be step 1, no? Step 0.
Are we the emergency contact of the Lost Legends?
It seems so.
A few minutes pass and he comes back in, putting the stone away. Okay, so it didn't work. Yes, we tried to contact him via sending. Of course, we tried that already. Did not work. Did not work. But oddest thing. I don't know how to really make it make sense.
Oh man, I was muted this whole time.
What did you say?
Well, the last thing I said was, she also mentioned scrying. Did anybody try to scry?
Yeah. No, we that didn't work either. It's so he's definitely not on this plane of existence. We figured that out for sure.
Did you really try the scrying, or should you step back outside?
Or he's dead.
Listen. If the message doesn't work, the scrying won't work because not the plane of existence. It's a whole planar tethery thing.
Have you tried to speak with dead?
Well, you speak with dead. You have to have the dead in front of you, so that doesn't really work. It's not like a scatter shot with that spell.
Also, the funny thing about messaging and all that, the other person has to want to respond. If they don't want to say anything back, they don't have to.
Thank you. I am not a child. I'm not 5 years old. I have a slight.
I understand that.
I have a slight understanding of the magical arts and how they work.
I'm just trying to find out if he really scryed on them. That's all.
Really?
No offense.
We have some pretty heavy hitters in the magical society on our side of the fence. But no, it seems like he might have got pulled into the Feywild. I don't know.
Why do you say that?
To see if he really scryed.
Insight.
Why do you say the Feywild? There are lots of planes.
Let me see his insight roll really quick.
17.
Great question.
You get the impression that he did not bring up scrying, but someone that replied must have went through the gauntlet of things to try really quickly.
Okay.
But it did not cross his mind to do it. Someone on the other end did. He says, we think it's the Feywild because while we didn't get a reply that made sense, there was I'm not magic-y. Well, I got a little bit of magic. Let me not sell myself short. I gotta stop doing that. I'm very magic-y.
Just say what happened. Don't try to interpret. Just say what happened.
No, the professor could tell that it was going across planes and that there was some time issues. So he felt like the message went, but a reply would not be forthcoming, if that makes sense. The spell, I don't know if any of you can do sending, but you can kind of tell that you left the line open, if that makes sense. So the option to speak back is there, and they have not not spoken back yet, but it feels like it's getting kind of loopy. And we also have my home's not important. We think he's there.
What? We also have. We're friends, right? Let's be forthcoming.
We are friends. The boss did also mention amongst the handful of enemies he has and handful of random events that may happen one day, one of the random events may have been getting pulled against his will to the Feywild.
Are you?
That was only one of the, like, there's other things that could have happened, but that was like one of the things on the list of things that could happen to him randomly in front of us.
Without a doubt, the worst storyteller I've ever met.
Why would you say that?
Because he literally told you what happened.
There were other things that could have happened. He could have gotten forcibly pulled to the Shadowfell. He could have gotten forcibly pulled to see some of his friends. He could have gotten forcibly pulled, into the sky. There's a couple of, he's lived a long life of pissing a lot of people off. So, these things happen. He could have, been killed on the spot for some reason. Like, there's a list, literally, of things that could happen.
Did he tell you why?
No.
Okay. All right.
So
if he's gone, then we need to destabilize these areas. If he's not gone, we don't need to destabilize. So, are you sending a team to the Feywild to look for him?
No. There's a war going on right now over there, so it's not like you can't just go into a war zone if you're not on either side. It makes things complicated. Why do you want to go?
Not yet.
Okay.
So
I would like to see the Feywild in my life, but not yet.
Well, put a pin in that one. I'm sure you'll get there eventually, buddy. This is yeah. So
by destabilize, you mean is it up to us how we do this?
Wait. We don't want to destabilize. Wait. So, okay, he wants to destabilize to cause a distraction, but for how long? Will he be back? What is the entire contingency plan?
Well, so no. So we have to just shake the table until we can figure out if and when he's coming back. We need to buy some time. People have to realize he's not there. So for example, there's an event he's supposed to attend in a few weeks. It will be very noticed if he's not there. So, we need to destabilize some things so that some other people aren't there too, That way it's not weird. It's like, oh, a bunch of people didn't come.
For how long?
Oh, well, the things we had planned would destabilize an area for a few months.
Okay.
So what happens if one of the leaders to take a holiday?
Usually succession. John Cena. I'm sorry. so random. That's cool. Usually succession issues. Maybe a surprise. You have an heir who wants the throne, type of thing, or surprise. The person you thought you killed isn't dead. They want the throne. Or surprise, someone's trying to kill you. You can't leave your home. That kind of thing. Simple stuff. Which I'm very confident you and yours can do. But, just to, give me a group persuasion check. Everyone roll persuasion for me really quick.
I rolled a natural 1. Hopefully that doesn't hinder us.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I rolled a 4.
You got a 4.
Oh, okay. So we failed.
My 4 turned into a 9.
17.
13.
So we have a 2, a 16, a 9. What did you get, Fino?
17.
17 for you. And what did you get, Katja?
13.
13 for you. Okay. He looks at the group and he says, I don't know how. If you guys can just if you guys can make your way to Crackhammer and can I can put you in contact with one of my contacts, and he can kind of give you the rundown of what kind of things we need you to do.
I'm not going to Crackhammer without understanding what you need me to do in Crackhammer.
Right. This is not. If he got pulled, why do you think he's coming back? A couple months will not make a difference if he's never coming back.
He's coming back.
The whole question has been, what happens when you find out he's not coming back?
He is coming back. Listen.
Right. So what happens if he doesn't?
If you knew who he was, you wouldn't even question if he's coming back or not. Okay. So
this sounds religious.
It's not religious. It's not.
We don't do religious.
That is correct.
It's not religious. It's just like I don't know how to make you guys understand. It's just the aggressive enforcement of a deal. He does get to come back. Okay, so don't.
Let me guess. We just have to have faith.
No, you don't have to have faith. I'm telling you what the situation is. Okay, so
So when
what
will he
happens
be back?
if it doesn't go that way? You don't have a contingency plan?
He's coming back.
No, you don't have a contingency plan. I don't understand why he's getting so emotional about this, guys. Do you understand?
I'm not getting emotional. There is a contingency plan. It's just not that important to talk about right now. Okay.
It is if you're asking us to destabilize regions.
As he
region, I need
arguing
you
with
to stabilize
those two,
one region.
while he's arguing with those two, I will cast suggestion on him.
Oh, and what's the rules of this one? Sorry, guys, Undertaker just popped up.
Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, I can influence Tim to pursue a course of action, which the course of action is going to be open and honest.
Be open and honest. Okay, what's the save?
It is a wisdom save of 15.
It's a great WrestleMania. Okay, that is a fail on his part. So, what are you suggesting?
I am suggesting that he be straightforward and honest. Share what he knows.
And how long does this last, the effect?
This is for, I think it's a minute. Let me check though.
And is he aware it happened after it happens?
He is not.
Okay.
There's no penalty for failing, and it doesn't say anything about him having anything afterwards either. But there is concentration up to 8 hours.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
Jeez. Cool. And there's no other saves outside of the first one?
The suggested course of action will continue for the entire duration. If the suggested activity can be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends when they finish the task. Unfortunately for him, this task doesn't really have an ending.
What is the task to be open and honest in this conversation, or open and honest for?
I mean, I did.
Open and honest with that.
Yeah, I just.
With us, I guess. Or no.
I didn't read that last line of the spell, so I did not put any restriction. I wanted to be open and honest and share what he knows.
He sat him down and said, "Keep it real with us."
Real talk. When he poured him a whiskey, put it down next to him. Come on, just sit down. Okay. So he does kind of sit down and relax in the chair. Kind of says, you know, guys, I think this conversation would be easier if I was just maybe a little bit more open. So, you know, I don't know what all you guys know about the Feywild and the workings there. It's very complicated, and you guys seem like a pretty green group. And, you know, I didn't want to wrap you into some stuff you didn't need to know about. But, you know, just between us friends, there's two courts of the Feywild, kind of like governing bodies. They kind of like split everything. They hate each other. And they have like agents that, you know, do certain stuff for them. The Winter Court, that's one of the evil-ish ones. Those kind of gray because all the Fey are kind of morally gray, but whatever, you know. Things you're afraid of at night. That's kind of probably the Winter Court. They have an enforcer. He's called the Winter Knight. And my boss, a long time ago, made a bit of a contract to become the next one tonight when the last one tonight dies. So it is our belief that the previous Winter Knight had died yesterday, and that is why my boss was ripped away from this plane of existence to the Feywild.
Oh shit!
And so, you know, that's where we believe he's gone. It is our understanding that, you know, he will come back once, you know, some of those details have been worked out. But for the moment, you know, he's going to be away. So the contingency plan was while he is away, we need to make sure no one notices it at first, you know, because it could be a little destabilizing for I'm from Bavaria. It could be a little destabilizing for Bavaria. So, you know, I just got to make sure things stay even keel for us up there.
Can we take a beat?
Oh man!
And what is the name of your boss?
Hey, I got a DM question here.
Okay, then I'll answer the on-table question. DM question.
Huh?
Go ahead, DM question.
All right. So, you knowing my background, my whatever patron saint or whatever deity.
Yes.
That I get my paladin strength from.
Mm-hmm.
Would they reach down and give anything here?
Are you reaching up to them for information? In this moment, there's no boom to come talk. Okay. No. In this moment, there's nothing at this moment.
Okay.
On table, you asked who it was, his boss?
Yes.
Oh, I work for the Peak of Bavaria.
Who?
He's in charge. He's in charge of Bavaria. He's the leader.
I am familiar with Bavaria. He has a guild dog. So we have Faust with a guild dog. We have the Samson music group, and he is from which is that place called again? But yes, they have a guild down here, and now we have the Peak of Bavaria. What is everyone so interested in the Undercity for?
No, the guilds are
Jerry is happy that he's invisible because he's going white.
the focus is on the walls, not the Undercity.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know what happened yesterday and why the memory thing's tied to the death of the old Winter Knight. I'm not sure who the old one was. But like I said, apparently he died yesterday. So because of that, we're just kind of not scrambling because we thought this may happen one day, but weren't planning for it yesterday. You know, we had some other things we were doing. So, are there any other questions that could help illuminate for you?
Yes. So, our goal, and what we understand, if we accept it, would be to go to Crackhammer to make sure that no one knows that he's missing.
Well, no, they're not gonna go to Crackhammer to make sure the king under the mountain is a little distracted with internal politics.
So here's the thing. I don't aim to do anything around destabilizing a nation.
What if you would like to destabilizing a village?
I do not believe in destabilizing a nation, a village, a city, or a town. My goal is to bring unity to these places. You see where we have conflict?
No, I don't. What if I paid you a lot?
You're still not speaking my language.
What
you said you didn't want to do it, so why? So what?
Jerry makes his way over to Slyrack to be close enough to whisper to Slyrack.
You said you didn't want to do these things, so why? So what is your alternate? Like what other options?
Well, no. So like I didn't want to just like immediately do it. I wanted to like investigate and maybe see the ramifications. You know, see if they were like actually bad people there. See, you know, if they would, you know, quickly respond or kill. You know, just like do some legwork because there wasn't a lot of groundwork done on that aspect of the plan. And you know, it's kind of like less important than we realized it would be, but it still needs to be done, kind of thing. If that makes sense.
All right. You mind stepping out for a second? Stepping out of this cone of silence.
Yeah, I'll be right over there. And he like drags his chair over so we can sit down, and drags it outside the cone.
First off, everyone turn away from him. I don't know if this guy can read lips.
You see him like waving mouth. I can.
Please remember the message that I saw or the vision that I saw. It might not lead, whatever he's trying to do might not lead to the domino of the destruction of the earth, but for the simple fact that right after I saw the vision for a day, now we're going to destabilize, one, me and my cousin's hometown, and two, a place that was strongly featured in the vision.
But I do not think it's a good idea.
Jerry, you do not want to destabilize the place you are from. That is very understandable. That sounds good.
What if it was simpler than that? He wants to destabilize them all in order to keep them from attending a party or whatever it was. What if we don't need to destabilize to keep them from doing so? What if if they skipped that meeting because of another reason? Maybe we use our abilities to create a story of terrible monsters in the forest in between there. They wouldn't want to go. And then, as well, this may be a bit low on the morality table for you, but then we could clean up and be the saviors who vanquish those monsters. And then the pathways are open again. No one got hurt. We make some coin.
Or, Fido says, or we could sell information. But maybe Craig never paid a lot more. And I wanted to perceive if Will Curtis noticed any of that I said.
Well, you guys just backstraw onto him. Okay. So go ahead and give me a perception check, though. 18. As you say that, kind of turn and give it a sly little look. Now the suggestion will still be in effect. You get the impression he can hear you guys.
I look over and say, exactly. This asshole can hear us. Nothing is secret in here. You might as well come back in.
He kind of drags the chair and puts it back in and says,
You know, that was dishonest.
Well, no, you guys didn't ask me how it works. So, like, I have, like, he takes a little earpiece out. I can hear everything that happens in here, because that's kind of like the design. He puts it back in. Again, it was great design by our guys up on the mountains.
Exactly. Asshole. I knew you'd be listening.
I can take it out if you'd rather me not hear.
No. I would, and I do feel bamboozled right now, as if I can't trust you.
Of course you can trust me. I'm real curious. I'm your boy. It's me. Well, look, like, I mean, I'm not asking you to kill anyone, you know? I'm just saying, you know, knock a table over. Like, really, I mean, like, the big important thing is we don't know exactly what kind of effect becoming the Winter Knight is going to have on our boss. Like, if we could have some insight on that, then, you know, I wouldn't need you to go, you know, flip tables or whatever, you know?
So now, what is the contingency plan if he does become Winter Knight?
One more time?
What's the contingency plan if he does become the Winter Knight?
Oh, well, no, he's going to become the Winter Knight. The contingency is in case he can't come back right away. Because, you know, Faye things, and they're in the middle of a war, and we don't know if he's going to get pulled into the war exactly on that. So that's kind of the concern, is if he, like, has to go fight in the war. Because if that were the case, he can't come right back, you know? But we do have a contingency plan in case he can't come right back, but I am legitimately unable to tell you what it is.
Alright, can you step out now and remove your headphones, please? Your headpiece.
Yeah, no problem. He kind of takes it out of his ear and brings the chair back out and sits back down.
Do you want some weed there, Valkyris?
No response.
I'm gonna slit your throat, Valkyris.
Are you looking at him when you say this?
No.
No response.
Alright, I roll a perception check just to make sure.
Go ahead.
Damn.
26. Jeez, man. Woof.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, he cannot hear you this time. You're fully unheard.
Alright, so what are we doing to him? I don't mind going to Crackhammer. There are some things I want to see on Crackhammer. But I do not feel good. If we can find a way to keep them away from this party, I am not opposed to that. But if there's anything that causes turmoil to my hometown, I am completely object. He says to the team.
Right.
Let's see. He's waiting for the rest of the team. I do not care which city go. I think that would seem like a big city. Isn't it interesting?
Crackhammer's a nation. It's fucking huge.
Oh, yeah. It's a big nation.
I don't know my own town.
No, it's not. You keep calling it a town. It's like America. It is huge.
Slyrakazim. I don't mind causing confusion to people as long as we are not actually harming them or oppressing them in any manner. I have no issue.
I am looking for a weapon. Maybe it is a crack.
It's not a blood-filled X, is it?
No. Why?
Because of my vision.
There was a warhammer in your vision.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You can't even remember what you remember.
That's why I asked the DM about 15 minutes ago.
Okay. Question. Was it the king of the, what do they call it? Undercity or whatever it is, the Craghammer that was with the Warhammer? Do you know?
One more time? I couldn't hear you.
Was it the king of the, essentially, the person he is telling us to distract? Was it them? Were they the ones with the Warhammer?
It was one dwarf.
Yes. I'm asking, was it the king?
He hasn't told us who he needs us to distract.
Okay. Yes, he has.
Did he, Brian?
No, he said he would meet one of his contacts and they would go through our options.
Ultimately, he needs the king under the mountain distracted, but he didn't say what you need to do that.
Yeah, king under the mountain. Was the king under the mountain that had the hammer?
Philly, you've never seen the king under the mountain, so in your vision, you would not recognize that as that person if that's who it was.
Are we recording right now?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Also, guys, we have to be here when the city rises. And it seems like he's trying to get us out of the loop.
He says they what now? Sorry.
We have to be here when the city rises. And it seems like he's trying to get us out of the loop.
Very valid.
No, I don't think he'd be gone that long. I have the feeling this would be like a week or two job.
Do you know how far Craghammer?
I do not. I've no fucking idea.
Craghammer is very, very far away. We are on the ends of civilization.
Well, I mean, we're not going to be walking, are we?
Probably not, but when something is so far, you would like to be able to walk back. I mean, when something is so important, you would like to be able to walk back. Walk back.
We're in a city. We can find magical means.
Yes, we
can. Yeah, 100 gold and get someone to fucking teleport us there.
And we shall ask him to tell us when the city is going to rise and to help us get secure transportation there and back. That should be part of our deal.
Hell yeah.
That is all I have for now. Really, I'm ready to fuck up your home country.
I'm ready to fuck up your life.
All right, so we're agreeing to Craghammer? That sounds like.
Oh, before we leave, listen. Can I just? I'm totally fine, but with doing that and accepting this mission for whatever reason, my ask is that if it gets too deep, that we find a way to pull out. We just saw how one domino has impacted so much in this one region. Who knows what will happen with the dominoes that we impact in Craghammer?
Jerry pulls Slyrack to whisper in, and he's like, "Hey, remember all that shit I want to talk about? And I didn't remember back before, before I was invisible. Well, I still don't remember it all, but I know I've heard that name before, and I know. I don't know, man.
Do you not you not think we should be getting involved in this?
This is some different shit. I've heard this name only spoken in, like, you know, I didn't think it was real.
Do you think this person or entity would be happy if we helped them?
I don't know. I don't know. I was real little. I was a real little kid.
I mean, I'm just saying, the first time I laid eyes on the genie, I nearly shit myself. But I was useful to him, and he became useful to me, and look at me now. Maybe this could be the same for you.
No, I think when I met him, I was still shitting myself regardless.
Well, then what's the call?
I don't know. We got to be cautious. I just know we're stepping up into a different league.
Okay. So, before we go, we should take inventory of our resources. And maybe upgrade, you say? Okay. So no more wild stunts on this one?
Definitely keeping wild stunts, but just calculated.
I see. Good. After he leaves,
I know better than that.
I'll share this with the rest of the group without your personal history.
Thank you. And Jerry just backed off.
All right. Are you guys signaling for Rokuros to come back in, or still talking amongst yourselves?
Whoa, we're not signaling. What are we asking for in doing this mission? Money? Weaponry?
We're asking for a few things. One, definitely transportation and knowledge of where the city is going to rise.
So Slyrack shared all that information with the group?
I was going to wait until after he left, but...
Okay.
Oh, and then we are definitely asking for money and favor. What favor could we ask? A piece of the fair. No, like he can't be asked. What? I don't know. The treasure from inside those doors.
Yeah, but we have no way of verifying that. They could give us anything and say they found it in there.
Yes, very true. And he is being forthcoming honest right now, but that can always change later.
Yes, this newfound honesty is a little spell of mine, but it will wear off in a few hours.
Oh. The very cyclic side. I like it. Didn't even realize you cast it.
Yes, I was waiting for the right moment. I wasn't sure it would work, but it has so nicely. So we're asking for transportation, plenty of monetary compensation. And was there anything else we need?
The best weed in the land.
I feel like his guild should be able to find something like that.
All right. And I also remind him, we're not killing, we're not stabbing, we're not slaughtering.
Ooh.
Did Jerry say that out loud? Does Jerry say boo out loud like that?
Yeah.
Fido looks to where Jerry does that and smiles and then winks.
Jerry pats him on the shoulder.
All right. Philly, on your call. You speak for us here.
I turn to him and I just motion him to come back.
Okay. He brings his chair back in, puts it down, and sits in the chair. All right. So, how are we feeling?
Nice.
We're gonna go to Crackhammer, but there are some stipulations and some asks that we need you to fulfill for us. 1, we will be paid for this. 2, we want the best mode of transportation to get to Crackhammer. We won't be walking. 3, we will not be killing, slaughtering, or hurting any innocents or any dignitaries. 4, give us the best weed in the land.
What the fuck? You fucking pothead. I thought you grew. Do you not grow the best weed in the land?
Go to his hometown and give me my stash.
Exactly. So he looks at you all instantly. He says, "Well, kind of already paid you. I'm gonna give you an extra dimensional space for free. So there's that. It's kind of pretty pricey, technically speaking, you know."
You can remove the weed from the land.
I'm not getting your weed either.
I already told you
mentioned earlier in your speech that you would pay us for this.
No, I mean, I'm gonna find some way to compensate you all, sure, but like the biggest, payment is gonna be giving you those keys.
The keys. That was beforehand.
No, I said right. I said it beforehand. It doesn't make it beforehand. You see, that was like greasing the gears a bit there. Give you something, then ask you for something. You see, that's how.
I understand how to deal with you, or how to read you.
Listen, you're making it seem like it's some kind of underhandy thing, and it wasn't. Like I said, I'm not gonna shower you in riches for doing this thing that, very important to me that I would legitimately appreciate. It's about relationship building. This is me asking you for a favor. I am willing to compensate you, sure. But, I'm not gonna
favors now. I see. Good to know.
Well, yeah, of course. We just this is me. It's an ask. You don't have to do it. I would appreciate you doing it. I can.
So what you're saying is that in lieu of payment, the last legends would then owe the UGOAI.
Ooh, I don't know if I don't know about all of that. You guys, what would you ask for?
A lot of times we traded information.
I mean, it wouldn't be anything overvalue. You were asking us to travel to a foreign land and act as your emissary. I believe that would be no more than that.
Well, it's not a foreign land because 2 of you are from there. But I am offering to send 2 of you home.
We never told you that.
I recruited you there.
Come on, work hard.
You told the manager that you don't know that they don't know where you work.
Right. But he says, a reasonable favor maybe could be exchanged here. Like I said, I do think we are all, still a part of a very larger thing, we still got the whole responsibility of the world on our shoulders, So
wait. Aren't we already doing you a favor?
No, I'm saying like you could, in turn ask for maybe a favor later in exchange for this.
Okay.
But it's going to be depending on what you ask. It's going to be depending on if it could be done, and there's no guarantee it could be done in a timely fashion either. We're going to be a little busier going forward, as you can probably imagine.
I can imagine that. And because of this waiting time, is this a group favor or individual favor?
No. I'm not going to give out 6 favors. Okay. It'd be like you all ask of me a.
We're
thing.
independent contractors.
No, you're not.
Yeah, but his guild would owe our guild.
Exactly. So I have a secondary question. Do you want the favor to come from the Last Legends or to come from me?
I think it'd be important if it came from one current.
This is the money or dinner with Hove.
Stop this.
I have a lot of good contacts. We can sit down, chop it up a bit,
Oh. Did we talk about the transportation? How we wanted transportation?
You mentioned that, yes.
So we definitely need this transportation to occur before the city rises.
I mean, I can get you there. I don't, I'm not a bus, I'm not a wagon. I don't have a travel agency under my purview. I can get where I need to go because I got connections. But,
So we need to tap those connections to get us back. It seems like they're trying to get us out of the city before it rises.
Why would I? I'm not the one who, killed the last one tonight and got my boss jacked up, okay? I didn't put any of this in motion.
Neither did
I.
I did not.
Roll deception.
I did not. I did.
Technicality.
Well, that being true, this motion isn't really affecting us. We could simply say no and not help you at all. It doesn't affect us at all. It's not our boss. It's not our family member.
No, I mean, you're right. You could say no. I just thought, you maybe want to have your pulse on how the world's moving. Go up a little class and influence. If you find not having any influence of any real kind, except for you here in a little guild town, that's okay. I just trusted you all to do this thing, and that's why I came to you.
I still my 3 tools to slide record. I said, and also the keys. These are important.
Indeed. Well, it was a bit more of a bluff, but also just making a point that, he came to us. But we're definitely going, yes, of course.
So, I can probably get you there. I do not know if I can get you back as easily. I'm going to be pretty fucking busy, and you guys have no way to contact me, so that's kind of an issue.
Do you have a cell phone?
No. Above table.
Mm-hmm.
Escalation is a large city. Craghammer, imagine in capital, is very large.
Yes.
So there would be magical services, teleportation circles in each one. We could, okay.
You don't know exactly who controls the ones here in Escalation, but as far as in Craghammer, it would not be too hard, you think, to get in the right place to pay to be transported.
Gotcha. It's not like we would be stuck there.
No, you may be priced out of it, but you guys have made a good amount of coins, so that probably won't be the case.
Right.
Well, now I'm going to cover some coins for us to get home, just in case.
But he says, yeah, so if you guys are, all on board, like I mentioned, I could probably get you there. Getting back tricky. Talk to my guy. I can have him meet you out there. You guys, be your charming selves. I'm sure he can help you out. But I really appreciate this. You're gonna do a lot of good with this, because if other nation had noticed that the peak is gone, they may have made a move. And if they make a move, then we gotta make a move. And if we make a move, it shakes the table. And no one wants that.
What's Plan B? I'm sorry to belabor the point. Not the Plan B for your boss and filling in for him, but what is Plan B outside of stabilization? Were there other thoughts to stop war from coming?
You mean like if you guys said no, like what Plan B be?
No. Like not Plan B is going into another group.
Oh, you mean
Plan
like if we didn't want to destabilize other countries while our boss
to prevent. Yeah, because I also exactly.
Oh well, I mean like there's also reaching out to our very powerful allies and having them work some machinations. But we didn't really want to alert our very powerful allies. We want to kind of play it close to the chest because they don't know about this whole winter night thing. And it may be a point of contention amongst them, and they're pretty powerful, so it's not good to have powerful people jumpy.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be Plan B.
Got you. And UGOAI, if we want to finish this and have me stop these conversations or questions, I can. And outside of what we're doing, what will you be doing to keep face as if he is here? Business as usual, but what else?
Well, I mean,
for instance, someone tries to come see him from one of these nations.
Oh, we just tell him no. He's busy. He's not here. He's somewhere else. It's a big world, transportation's shoddy anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't
just
call
make sure
ahead. He's currently in a meeting with someone more important than the person that showed up, and they'll be like, oh, I guess I can't. I have to wait because there's more important people talking than me. There's always someone more important that he could be meeting with. It's kind of the general, like a shell game essentially of where's the peak? Where's the peak? And it helps that he's not super friendly anyways. So a lot of people don't come see him without appointments.
Understood.
But yeah. Any other questions? That's kind of the long and short of it. And hey, you know what? You're also going to be making a friend of the winter night. So there's that. That's a bonus to this whole deal. And that's a very powerful friend to have. Whenever he comes back.
Well, then he won't be the winter night anymore.
Say again?
Then he won't be the winter night anymore if he's coming back.
Oh no! I mean, you don't have to stay over there if you're winter night. You have some autonomy. Huh. It's just a question of we're not quite sure the process of A to do what you want being B. We don't know how many steps are in between that, so that's kind of like not having the information is an issue. Like if we could we're gonna put some effort into trying to find out where the body of the last winter night is, and see if we can do some speak with dead, like you said earlier, and ask you some questions, and maybe figure out what the real process is. What level of free will is sustained, what level of maneuverability you have, how heavy are these metaphorical shackles actually, that kind of thing. Give us a better understanding what we're in for here.
Understood.
Because he was very adamant that if he's going to be too changed, that we should kill him. So we gotta start putting that into motion just in case.
You are going to kill the peak over there.
Well, not me.
Oh wow. You just want to. Some men just want to see the world burn.
No, it's a backup plan. Like if he comes back like evil, you know, we don't know. Like if he's like, yeah, burn the world down, phase supremacy. Then, you know, then we gotta like activate the other plan.
Okay.
But you know, it's good to have plans within plans. You know, he was very big on preparation. But the Fae aren't very forthcoming with information, so it's kind of hard to prepare for a Fae thing when they won't tell you what the thing is. But I guess that's why they do it, you know. But no, don't. That one's not important for you. Just wanted to give you some background on what I'm going to be doing, since we're going to be working together on this. And you know, hopefully I can have those keys ready within like a week or so. And then, you know, we could meet up a little easier and talk a little easier. We could like leave messages for each other in there if we can't, you know, because you guys aren't magically strong enough to have sending. So we could figure out some other ways to communicate things, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I will figure out transportation for you, and get back to you on that. And
So
I will.
Where are we meeting in this week's time?
No, you're gonna go to Craghammer like tomorrow, if you're available, or maybe like in 2 days. You know, let me know when you want to go. Next couple of days would be preferable.
Just trying to figure out how we actually physically get the keys.
I'm gonna find when the keys are ready. I'll figure out a way to get it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, assuming you're still in Craghammer, I'll send them to my guy, and my guy will give them to you.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you know, we'll see. I don't know how long you guys are going to be there. I mean, I can flip a table pretty quick. I'm not sure how long it'll take you guys to flip a table. But, you know, to each their own. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. We all have our own different tricks, you know. But I'm gonna go get started on that. Any questions before I get out of here?
It seems to me. Why aren't you going to do this yourself?
Oh, I gotta run down some old friends of his. See what they know, what they don't know. And by his friends, I mean like the people that tell his friends things. One of his friends is a real nosy noodler. So I gotta make sure none of his I gotta make sure none of his agents are in town right now, so I got a lot of killing to do. And you know, I gotta kill some of the agents. I gotta keep one of them alive so I can figure out where the other agents are, and I gotta like kind of clear out a large section of information gathering units. And I know who a few of them are. We've kind of like allowed them to stay in place. That way they won't get replaced. So yeah, I'm gonna be real busy killing people.
Can I come?
It's fucking murder spree.
No. You guys you're a solid unit.
Ooh, that's what's what.
Guy. What was that for?
Or insight on like what is like his little murder spree while he's not dead, whether he told the truth.
But no one will know.
You get the impression he's being a little glib about it. It's not going to be anywhere near as easy as he's saying. You're not sure if it's going to be hard to find the people or if it's going to be hard to actually kill these people. But you get the impression that he is going to have a very trying next week or so. And that he is giving this task to you because he is, one, certain he won't have time. And two, not certain how successful he's actually going to be in what he has to do.
Okay.
And whether he's coming back.
Oh, shoot. Right.
Yeah, but a little. You can't come because the UGOAI, you're a well-working machine. And I don't want to mess that thing up that you guys got going. Because I need you guys to succeed, while I'm, having my little fun where I'm at.
Journey, we need you with us. Your visibility is a great. I forget the word, but we can use it. Great tool. Advantage. No one shall see you coming.
All right, so I appreciate this. This is a very great step forward in our friendships. And let's keep noodling on shaping the world to be a not shitty place. All right, so I will.
Slyrak, I will walk him out.
Okay.
And on the way out,
two things. One, you may have noticed the the faint smell in the air. It's the herb that our members like to burn. It has a bit of a calming effect. You may find yourself to be a bit more honest than you normally were. I suggest you go home, talk to no one, then take a nap. Two,
okay.
I wanted to mention this sort of unofficially, because I'm not entirely sure what I'll do with the information if I get it. But you, being of giant line, I figure I'll start with you. I'm looking for an individual, and I don't have a ton of information on them.
And for the sake of this, I will describe everything that I know about my captor.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that I believe that his guild has interacted with her, and that I would be willing to pay for information on that subject in the future.
Okay, let me peruse this suggestion spell really quick.
I don't think it has any effect after the initial command of just being open and honest.
Okay. You see, he's listening and he's jovial, and as you keep talking and describing things, his face just starts to slowly drop a bit. And as you get to describing the, so you described your captor, kind of where you think it was in that interaction you saw.
Yeah.
Okay. And once you get to that part and fully describe that part, roll an insight check for me.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure my insight's fucking terrible, but let's see.
+0. Hey, 14.
14. So you can see him kind of thinking through the information. Since you're pretty sure it's someone from his guild, so you think he's just probably parsing through. And he kind of puts his hand on his chin and looks at you and he says, "Wow, Slyrak, oh, buddy, you're not supposed to see that." And he closes the door. And we're gonna stop it right there for tonight.
Sorry, what?
What just happened? So, Slyrak's describing his captor for him.
He's describing his captive meeting with someone from the Last Legends.
Oh, and he said you weren't supposed to see it, and Wilkers just left us?
No, he closed the door with him still inside. Wilkers was leaving. And now he's not.
Oh, shit. What the fuck, Slowright? Asshole.
No, that was a good ask. That was a very good ask. It was someone who. No, it's fine. No, it was just no. Huh?
No, keep talking. Go ahead.
I was saying like that's an okay thing to ask. Like there's no red flag there. But we'll see what happens.
But one of his captors was behind the door. You said?
No. So Rokurius was going to leave and had opened the door to leave, and Slyrock was having this last conversation with him. And after he described his captor and this conversation his captor had with someone who identified themselves as knowing or being a part of the Last Legends, Rokurius said, "You weren't supposed to see that." And Rokurius closed the door back and stayed inside with Slyrak in the little antechamber.
There's two guns pointed at us.
Slyrak, you can make up whatever story you want that you saw inside there.
I already told him what he saw. So.
I already know my next move anyway.
All right. I mean, there's nothing aggressive is happening yet. He just said he wants to see that, and he closed the door. So that's just where we're at. You know, everything's still okie dory.
All right, get him out of our house.
He's in the house right now.
You weren't supposed to see that, and closing the door is aggressive.
Yeah, clearly.
It's not friendly.
Rolling initiative at the top of the session.
That's hella aggressive.
We'll see where it goes.
That's threatening.
Yeah.
Aggressive.
If you feel threatened, that's kind of a you thing.
What?
Don't say it to me.
This is a general safety thing. If somebody says that to you,
Right?
It's like, uh-oh.
And closes off the exit.
I'm in danger.
You should be on guard. Exactly.
We'll see how it goes next week. I'm sure it's fine.
He knows where to kill him for you guys. It's okay.
I'm just saying, like, that doesn't usually go well.
Well, he's under a suggestion spell, so that may help.
This guy knows about Midas, and Midas is shit. That's interesting. He's gonna try to kill his henchmen, his network. That'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Not the whole thing.
No, just part of it. Yeah. What's going on? That's why Pino said to Jerry, he's like, yo, don't go with him, because that motherfucker does not know if he's coming back. We don't want to go.
Oh, yeah, he's about to go on a very dangerous mission. He's got to root out and exterminate a part of a spy network. That's very powerful. He has some fun to do.
So then we see things that Asad's doing. We see things that Solar's team is doing. We see things that I don't think we see things that Samson's team is doing that we know about doing. We see things that Mice's team is doing, and we're missing X. Okay.
Yeah. The previous campaign is very seemingly active in this one so far. It's exciting. You guys got a new gig to destabilize a nation that you kind of half-heartedly accepted. That's cool.
Get active. Get active. Let's go.
Half-hearted.
I think it's dope how like Jerry is on the fringe of what happened in the last campaign. Like he was just a real little kid.
So
that was all going on.
Who are you suggesting you know? Because I feel like you don't.
I don't know anybody. I just know stories.
Okay.
Of these people who passed through, but I don't know any specifics because I was just a little kid and then people stopped talking.
So who are you suggesting to Slyrak that you heard about?
The peak. No name to it, just the peak. Somebody came through here who became the peak.
I'm trying to think if he was there at that point.
He was.
Probably.
No, he was.
Cool. Yeah, that's a dangerous running
Like
group.
I said, really little kid. Just heard brief whispers of it, and then it was dead. Like the old Quiznos sub ads.
Old Quiznos sub ads. Oh man. No, the UGOAI have their next mission. Be it I am a smidge surprised you guys are letting them go on a goose chase and not offering up some, hey, we know the last one tonight.
Oh, fuck no. Because the thing is, if we we killed him, we're responsible for his side going away. That's how
we're gonna get that shit pinned on us. Fucking hated by everybody.
Exactly.
Besides now, after us, now Foss is pissed off. They're like, oh, y'all did this shit? Foss is after us. We don't need Reveria and Foss on our asses.
We're walking a tightrope right now.
Exactly. And we clinching too. We clinching.
Yep.
All right.
I am very interested about these keys, yo. I'm very excited about them.
About the keys?
Yes.
Right.
That's very cool.
That is super cool. I mean, they have like a spell that's does something sort of similar to that, or a magical object. I'm not sure if it's magical. I think it's maybe a magical object, but where you can open up like this portal and go to it, where you can stay for like 100 days or something like that, and have like food and everything there, and you can go back. But this door thing, I mean, obviously we would probably have to store stuff in it and refresh it. But it's just like, okay,
I ain't storing nothing.
Okay.
I don't trust him.
I mean, I wasn't talking about secret shit. I was talking like food, some provision, some
maybe
clothes,
some weed, just
change of underwear.
You think I trust him with my stash?
Trust him with your stash? What?
That'd
no, I
be
just
hilarious.
said leave some weed there.
You go in there, he's just super high, all the weed's gone. Like, you told me to help myself.
I just lit it all on fire.
No, Brian, you better not create another fucking Diego, okay? He's not allowed in our space.
What? No, he said he's gonna keep a key. He mentioned that.
No, he can't be chilling in our space, Brian.
He told you guys he's keeping a key.
Oh, why are you doing another Diego to us?
It's not another Diego. This is very completely different. And like you said, you guys have this whole, Wall City's rising, big decision to make thing that he needs to keep in contact with you guys. And none of you guys have sending.
I'm going to throw this out there just so we can remember to do this next week, guys. So I'm not the only person that's thinking about this. We do have sending stones, so we can give that to him if we want to communicate that way. And at which point, if he's keeping a key, we can also send him sending, and then all step into the doors together into the empty space and talk to him in person. Hit the spot.
Him right, with this fight? You mean if we don't murder him with this fight that's about to happen?
Yeah, I mean, if we don't murder him in this fight, or he doesn't TPK us, he's a fucking giant, right? We've seen how powerful he was before. Let's not get too big for our britches.
Moonbeam.
Okay.
Moonbeam.
Maybe we might have to toe this line, walk some shit back. Like, oh, we just erased my memory. That's okay.
Maybe we literally just murdered a wizard, but sure. The Winter Knight, sure.
You let us.
Say it. Say it basically, guys. Say the words. throw up a death flag. What? Keyleth, yeah. Give the Keyleth.
The way I feel about it, last time he got lucky, I got possessed, and there was nothing I could do.
Who got lucky?
Me.
No, you said somebody got lucky.
I said possessed.
No, you said he got lucky, I got possessed. Who's he? Who's the he?
The fucking Winter Knight. Dresden.
I mean, he possessed you.
Huh?
The Winter Knight was the one who
Dresden possessed me. Dresden possessed me. He got lucky in that fact because I would have fucked him up otherwise.
I mean, you're still the one who killed him.
Yeah, but still, it could have been way swifter, way more efficient.
Maybe.
No, definitely.
I mean, go ask him. He's still alive.
Man, I was invisible in the corner behind him.
No, that wasn't Dresden. That was the warden. You were invisible behind.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Dresden was in the cage. And
much more. All
right, man. Yeah, good session, everybody. Got some new things for the UGOAI to do. Gotta look at how the larger world's been affected by your actions. And you guys got to throw some lies out, throw some misdirections. Got the banks of the town. You're supposed to have a meeting with Roland in a few days, just a heads up in case you guys bounce out of town. That may not be smiled upon should you do that.
Fucking blow up the game.
Wouldn't be the best thing in the world to do, but you're more than welcome.
Do what? I'm sorry.
You're supposed to meet with Roland, the person in charge of the city, in a couple days. So, if you're going to be bad thing out of town, you could maybe line it up together or not. I don't know.
Oh, we could just show Roland up, you said? Or he'd be mad?
I mean, if you disappear and he's expecting to meet with you, that may not be the happiest thing in the world.
Alright, we gotta tell Topher to send a message that we're out of town.
We'll send Topher in our stead.
Yeah, you're right.
We're not doing that.
I'm here to represent the UGOAI and all their things. What can they do for you? Just having a notepad out.
We can't be bothered with
the worst idea.
You'll handle that for us, stuff.
It's not the worst idea, but that's not a great idea. You can do it.
I want to say, since UGOAI is no longer here, I came into this campaign by myself, Brian. I have no friends. I can be ridiculous. I'm allowed to do that now.
To be ridiculous? What does that mean?
Because you want everybody to have a friend so they wouldn't be ridiculous. But I don't have any friends, so I can.
Well, no, I didn't want you guys to inner party murdering.
Yeah, I want to do that now.
No, because you guys have already clicked.
No, Brian, don't click. I clicked.
You clicked.
No, I can see the clicks. I can see the cousins. I can see how Jerry talks to Slyrick a lot. I can see the clicks. I don't like it.
Actually, you would have felt a little included in this conversation because I forgot to mention when Jerry put his hand on your shoulder after the wink. Slyrak was on the other side of you. He also put his hand on your other shoulder because Jerry was within 10 feet of me, so I can see Jerry. I saw him do that.
Because you have Jerry? You have tremor sight or blind sight? What is it?
Yeah, I have 10 feet of blind sight, so I can see invisible creatures.
That's fucking funny because Fino's short.
That's cool. That's a very good little dynamic you can have now with him.
Right, little tiny guy.
There you go.
Oh, my big brothers put their hands on my shoulder.
What is happening? No, I'm excited to see. We'll maybe finally go into Crackhammer. It's been like 8 years in the making.
Oh shit!
They legitimately set off on what in game would have been like a 14-day journey to walk to Crackhammer, but instead got kidnapped and went to the Feywild.
We were on horses, okay?
We were on horses.
We were on horseback.
So, Utherdurn in our campaign is basically an inverted Sunmere because you guys never made it there before it got destroyed. And I had that whole thing was all made. It just sat there the whole campaign. So when we started this other one, I just Sunmere was built.
Basically, I'm not wasting my work.
Going up. So I just inverted it and put it in a crater, and it's now there.
Well, so Sunmere was on a mountain.
Yeah, that's the he decided to blow up a city because we didn't get there fast enough. And by blow up a city, I mean literally chop the top of the mountain off.
Yeah, and they sliced the whole plateau, and it just kind of slid off and fell. Yeah,
it was super fucked up. Luckily, none of us had any like story ties to it. We're just trying to be good people, but we didn't get there fast enough to be good people.
They were on the way.
We were on our way. We were trying to get there. We were being strategic. We kept running into these big fucking fights, and I think at that point I had something that let us magically return to some other place. So we kept bouncing back and doing it again.
You can't call it wasting your work, though. You're the one who trapped the mountain off, okay? You fess up to that.
Exactly. He destroyed his own work.
You destroyed your work, okay?
He could have let us know. He decided it wasn't important enough.
You guys had every opportunity to go there.
I mean, you say that, but did we really, Manny?
Oh, you absolutely did.
That's how Brian blocked.
You guys got back out of the Underdark. You didn't have to go back into the Sword Coast. There was an option to go south and go to Sunmere.
Oh, that did happen. No, I didn't block you guys. I didn't block you guys from Crackhammer. You guys.
You blocked us from Crackhammer caused the biggest issue of the campaign.
You guys chose
to the fucking Feywild.
You guys chose to get abducted. That was a choice you made.
Hella crazy there.
Yeah.
Like that took everything. It was a totally different game until you decided to banff us with the werebears.
I think the werebears are very clear not to follow them.
No. You ran from us. We ran with it. And the chance was like, yo, let me just fuck this world up real quick.
Good times, though. It led to such a great...
No, it was great.
Yeah, it led to the most nonsensical thing.
Yo, the story, the crazy part is, like, now that we're talking about it, it just hit me, like, none of that shit would have ever happened if we didn't follow this werebear. Like, all of that shit, like, happened. Like, the biggest part of the campaign, the reason that the Feywild is at war right now is because we follow werebear. That's so interesting.
That war is getting closer and closer. Or further and further away, who could tell?